So I'm going to share with you what's in for you here on Instagram and here on YouTube and LinkedIn and Facebook, um, so that you exactly know what to expect about the ideal workshop, the ideal client connection workshop. So it's not a typical workshop where you do the regular template on what is a ideal client profile. It's really to, number one, I really want to hang out with you. If you're a woman entrepreneur who sells services, programs, or courses, I want to spend one of the last days of work of the year with women who have that passion to strive, to keep going, to celebrate the big win of your business this year, and to kind of polish who is your ideal client so that you can position yourself even better in 2022. So I organized a full day, I should say half day workshop, the ideal client connection workshop, where we spend 5 hours together. I have amazing guests, and I will show you who they are and explain why I invited them and why you should care about who they are, because they are exceptional and they help you not only with your marketing, but also with the person you're becoming, as you know, when you are in business. I hope you hear me okay. Um, it's pretty it's pretty something about who we are as an entrepreneur. Like, I always say that our business grows proportionally to how much we grow inside. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you share screen the deets of so here on Instagram you're just gonna hear me, or maybe I should show you. No, you can just hear me, because I think even if you don't see, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. So just to go back to my story and my relationship with the ideal client work, whether you write a sales page or post a blog, a podcast, or you do a video, you got to know who you're talking to. And too often when I start working with clients, they come to me and say, I serve kind of anybody who needs me. And this is where it makes your marketing job super hard, because you're kind of trying to get, how we say, the sea and all the fishes. And that doesn't work like that, because if you talk too much to everybody, then nobody feels that you talk to them. So that's why I really, for myself, talk to you if you're a coach or a consultant or anybody that is service based as a woman entrepreneur, because the type of question I'm going to be asking during that workshop and the conversation we're going to have is really tailored to that type of business. So for me, for a very long time, I thought it was very tedious to do that exercise, around the ideal client. I had a hard time to put myself in the head of my ideal client. And then at the beginning, it's normal because you don't have enough clients to imagine who is your ideal client. Then, it's also realized that it's more than just a typical profile that's of your avatar or your ideal client. It's really about visualizing who you want to attract in your kingdom. You've been spending years and years and years building that business, missing so many probably happy hours with your friends and some of the kiddos, games or whatever, because you had committed to build and take off that business. And the worst thing that we can do to our business is to get them, marry them with someone that doesn't fit the programs or the services. So this is really about how to not only weigh the tangible aspect of your ideal client, who they are, etc., but also the intangible. How do you feel about the type of people you attract, and how does this communicate into your content? So for me, it was very, like, I was very reluctant for years with that exercise, and I changed the way I do it. And I always say, I'm going to bring the energy with this workshop, because at Social Media Love, we are all about love. And I believe that, when you welcome clients in your ecosystem, you are really driven by this idea that fundamental connection towards serving, guiding the people you want to help get into the transformation they're looking for. So this is why when you join me, you'll have a sense of what it is also to work with me. So that's why I took that little piece of my 1-year program, I took it out and I just put it into a few chunks and make it fun and very conversational, so that when we are together on Saturday, you can feel that it's all about, abundance, connection, ease, fun, and bringing grace. Because I find I've been talking to so many women entrepreneurs lately, and I feel that we are pressurizing a lot what we do, and myself the same. And this is why this workshop is really special, because it's the first time that I committed to not rush building that workshop, not worry that it was just before the holidays, and really stick to the feeling I wanted to bring to the table for those of you who are going to join me. And this is why I wanted to add some guests, and I'll show you who they are in a minute. So my point is that I'm going to help you figure out, not only who you are building your business for, because no matter what, it's really important that our mission gets accomplished through the powerful transformation of our clients. So the more clients we bring in that really fit the profile, then the more successful they are, we are, and the mission move forward. So, and I was actually talking to someone, not like I was reading an email this morning actually, and someone said, I wish I could come to your workshop, because right now I feel that I am lost in many ideal clients. Basically, you don't have ideal clients when you don't know who you're after or you are attracting to you. So that's where I say in that sales page that I prep for you here, I put the link actually in the description or in the bio here on Instagram. I said, if you don't know who your ideal client is, then you become a farmer's market. And people show up at the farmer's market for different reasons. They buy different things, and then at the end, everybody is happy. Except if the farmer's market was you, how can you sustain to sell so many things to so many different people, right? And how you can scale that. So this is why I talk about having a farmer's market if when you don't have an ideal client. So my guests are about this. So it's all about really connecting with yourself in terms of who you want to attract to your ecosystem, to your kingdom. Who did you build the castle for? Who are you building the castle for? Because the business is ongoing all the time. So this is why I will bring my coach, Pranamama Farrell Moore, who is a energy healer, and she will help us, focus on which area of our body we can actually connect with the idea of bringing the right people to our business. I hope you love that, because this is very powerful. Then, because it's a kind of a longer format of workshop with lots of, conversation and group exercise, I'll bring also some an amazing woman called Caroline. She's a yoga teacher. She has an amazing philosophy behind yoga. She'll be there to share with us, how the movement of the body can also help us connect with our business. And two other ladies are here. So because I'm going to teach you some tactics as well on how you can spy on your ideal client on social media as well as off social media. And so I brought my colleague here on the right, Eleanor Austin, and she is the expert of LinkedIn. And I'll show you through her that you can, if you're not very active on LinkedIn, there are things you could even do without being active as a content creator, but also to inform who the ideal client of your business is. And she'll teach us some amazing tips and tactics on how to use the LinkedIn features to keep, polishing your ideal client. And then to the point that you're going to be like immersing yourself into your ideal client connection. Then you're going to learn, the language. How do you learn the language of your ideal client, and how do you search for it to the point that if you want to put it in your brain, you're going to be able to actually draft their face. And this is where Jennifer Kruger going to come here and actually teach us how to draw your ideal client. So there is so many components to that workshop. It will be fun. And it's, for me, fundamental that when you leave the workshop, you have a clear idea of, who you want to attract in your kingdom, where, and knowing, where does that person actually live, online, offline. What does that person want more of or want to keep away from? Like to know, their challenges, their frustration, and how do you search for that? How do you know that? And then also, we're gonna give a face to that person if you don't have one yet. So I hope it helps you. I hope it excites you, because this is amazing to me, because I just can't imagine how we're gonna have kind of a pre-holiday party there with our ideal client. Plus, you know what? Maybe your ideal client will be in the workshop. That's something that will be pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Grab the link around this video. You make sure you do your holiday shopping in the morning if you're in North America on my side of the eastern part, and then come and join us around lunchtime, and spend the day with us, like the afternoon, I should say, with us. If you're in North America, maybe you're in Europe, so that's going to be more the evening. But whatever, just commit to take the time to start fresh and revisit your ideal client in a way that feels good, that feels authentic and fun. Okay, I'm gonna let you there. Ciao, ciao, bye.